Hi, I'm Rudy from The Higher View. On this channel, we explore the hidden secrets of your soul path, love, success in life, and true inner happiness. In this video, we'll take a higher view of a life situation that really pull you down if you're not fully aware. It's about toxic relationships. So let's begin. What are toxic relationships? Why do they happen? And why do even smart people get stuck in them without being able to stop? Is there a kind of magic that binds the partners together and keeps them hurting each other? But the moment you look at it from above, you gain the chance to truly understand it. And once the awareness is there, everything changes. Then it's just a personal decision. Do I continue like this or not? That's the difference between unconsciousness and awareness. You can only change a situation when you understand how it really works. Otherwise, the situation changes you. So let's look at toxic relationships. And let's explore 4 steps that will help you to understand them from above and end the toxic pattern. Step number 1. Understand 2 biological laws. The drive for happiness is the oldest and strongest force in evolution. About 3 billion years ago, evolution programmed an endless longing for happiness into the first living cells. We are still made from the descendants of those cells, which means every human being is searching for happiness, each one in their own unique way. Try a little experiment. Pinch your hand just for a moment until it hurts. Stay fully conscious while you do it. And then let it go. And really feel, what the release does inside you. Exactly. It feels good when the pain stops. That's a biological law, a built-in system that rewards pain relief with pleasure. Evolution linked this to healing. That's why animals lick their wounds, not because they understand healing, but because it feels good. Or think about an animal in a trap. Being stuck hurts. Getting free feels amazing. No thinking involved, just instinct. So that's law number 1. When pain stops, pleasure appears. Now comes the second. Winning brings happiness, and keeping what you've won brings lasting happiness. To keep something, you need power, and to gain power, you dominate. That's what evolution teaches. No words, only behavior. Yes, it's hard to hear that we as intelligent beings still live in bodies that run on wild instincts, but it's true. And knowing it can help us make better choices. So, pain relief and power both create short-term happiness. Let's keep that in mind as we move to step number 2. Step 2. Understand a psychological transfer. By now, we already know all living beings seek happiness. Relief from pain creates pleasure. Winning and power also creates pleasure. Imagine a vertical scale. At 0, you feel nothing. At minus 100, you feel deep depression. At plus 100, you feel euphoric bliss. That's the scale of life. Now let's enter the human mind. At some point, the mind realizes, if I'm stuck at minus 70, let's put it here, minus 70, and I cannot find a real way to feel better, there is a trick. I make things worse first. And then I let them get better again. Like someone who cuts their arm, making things worse down to minus 90, just to feel the healing back to minus 70. So here we get plus 20, and here, first, we produce minus 20. Just to feel the healing and the happiness and the bliss of healing with plus 20. The clever mind uses the trick to downgrade the happiness into a worse pain. But this is not real happiness. It feels like movement, yes. It feels like being alive in a way, yes. But it's not true happiness. Now let's think about a toxic relationship. There are two people and they produce pain. And then they produce reconciliation. And then they produce pain again. And then they produce reconciliation again. And this is a circle. And this circle of pain and bliss is a trap. It works like this. And it's a trap for both partners. And they cannot escape this trap. And they cannot stop because in the pain relief circle, there is a reward. There is a hit of pleasure. There is a biological high. They do it because of this little part here, of this little 20% gaining up. And they produce a circle of down to minus and back to 70 minus and down to 90 minus, just to gain again and again the little bit of happiness with the plus 20. This is a behavior of addictive people. They trigger a reward system within their cells that was produced for mindless animals. But humans can use it for their relationships. And why can't they stop? They can't stop because pleasure is addictive. Even if it is false, even if it destroys them, it's not possible to stop it. Maybe evolution never planned a species like the humans, a species this clever, a species that misuses the own biological system. Step 3. Choose to let go of this kind of pleasure-based happiness. Here begins your liberation. Two unconscious people have no idea what's really happening. But the moment one of them sees the pattern from above, they gain power to choose. And this is the choice. I no longer want this kind of happiness. I won't live like this, driven by pain, rewarded with relief. This cycle is not life, it's not love, it's a false mechanism and it won't give me peace. Letting go of this pattern is a spiritual awakening. It's a rise to a higher state of being. Step number 4. Find a more meaningful source of happiness in life. What can I do if I am stuck? So you see, this is a very unhappy situation in general. Everything which is below this surface is unhappy. And this is happiness. And a normal life is a little bit like this. But normally, it is in this area. And sometimes it's in the lower area. So the escape is to go from this situation here into this normal flow. And this is the solution to get into the higher mind when you use the higher view. First, to free yourself from this unhappy circle, don't blame yourself. Don't blame the other person. If you understand this, then you understand the mechanism and accept this mechanism. Your body and the other one's body and your being long for happiness. This is natural. And now find healthy ways to feel happiness. What brings you personally to joy outside the relationship drama? Where can you put your energy so that you feel truly alive, not dependent on conflict? What fills you with purpose? What gives you life meaning? What lifts your soul up into the sky? You need something you can turn to and say, "This is not for me, I'm done with the cycle. I've got better things to do up here." Stopping the pattern is not against the partner, it's for you, for your good life. So let's sum it all up. We all seek happiness. Our biology rewards pain relief, even when pain is self-created. That creates false pleasure. But once you have a meaningful project, a deeper focus, the toxic pull loses its power. Because you realize toxicity stands between you and the good life that your soul came here to live. I hope this video has helped to bring more clarity to your journey. If it resonated with you, feel free to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Wishing you all the best on your path and see you next time.